Good morning, everyone. I am here to talk to you a little bit more about the basals and ceiling because we had quite a few questions on that on your note cards. So, when you look at the Bailey, you find your starting point. So, after you've calculated your age, you can find your starting point based on their age. So, if we are going off of what we did for the video, the starting point was L. So, you find L in the booklet, and you find that that's number 45. So that's where you start. So in order to get a basal, you need to get 3 consecutive items in a row scored as a 1. So the child would need to get number 45, 46, and 47 correct in order to keep moving on. So in the example of the video, the child got 45 correct and did not get 46. So we could not establish a basal at that starting point. That means that since we started at L, we have to go back in the alphabet to the letter that came before, which is K. So you look in your manual and you find the K, which is item 40. And now that's where we have to start to try to get our basal. So we have to get 40, 41, and 42 correct to establish a basal and to continue on with those items. In the case of the video, he did get 40, 41, and 42, so we established our basal and we could move on. If he did not get it, if he would have gotten 40 and 41, but not 42, we would have had to move back to J, the letter that came before, right here, and then started at number 34 and tried to get 3 consecutive items in a row correct. So that's kind of how the basal works. Now, once you establish a basal, for example, in the video, he established the basal with 40, 41, and 42. You continue testing on until you get 5 in a row that they cannot do. So they have to get 5 zeros in a row before you can stop. So when we got back to, in the case of the video, he did 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, all correct. And then we got to 45, which was the L starting point, and he had gotten that one correct, but he got 46 incorrect. So then we moved to 47, but he gets that correct. So that means that we have to keep going until we get those 5 zeros in a row. And they have to be directly in order. So just because he got 1 0 at 46, and maybe let's say they got another 0 at 49, and then another one at 51, but they got ones in between there, that doesn't count until it's 5 zeros consecutively. So in the example of the video, he got number 58 incorrect, 59, 60, 61, and 62. So that's 5 consecutive items in a row that he did not get, and he received a 0 for, which means you hit your ceiling and you can stop the assessment from there, or stop that section and move on to the next section, as in cognitive to fine motor or whatever it is that you're doing that day. So hopefully that clears up some of the questions. If you have any remaining questions, please send me an email or talk to me in class. I would be happy to help. Thanks.